Hi, I'm Michaela from Questacon, the National Science and Technology Centre in Canberra. At first glance, Mars seems completely inhospitable. There's freezing temperatures, low pressures, and deadly cosmic radiation. But in other ways, Mars isn't too different from Earth. There's dry land, frozen ice caps, and even traces of ancient rivers. We asked experts in the space industry, do you think there could be life on Mars?
If there is life on Mars, it is nothing like what we expect. I actually think we're a little bit limited in our imagination in what we're looking for. We keep looking for signs of water and of oxygen because that's what's given birth to life on Earth. But those are the conditions for the unique conditions for life on this amazing planet that we live on. And if there is life on Mars, it's going to be something we haven't even thought of. It could be microscopic. It could be invisible to our eyes. It might be something we just haven't even thought of. But it's going to be Martian, and it's going to be something so different from anything that we expect or that we're looking for.
Is there life on Mars? That is really the big question. I think there's a reasonable chance life has been on Mars, and if life has been on Mars, it's probably snuck around. It's still sticking around somewhere. But it's hard to know. Because if life is there, it either tells you that life's everywhere in the universe because it's really easy to start, or maybe that Mars and Earth shared life. And of course, if we find life, we can sequence the DNA and we can compare it to the DNA on Earth. And the really interesting thing about DNA on Earth is it's all from, we think, a single parent sometime in the past. So it's a huge question. So I don't know. We can look. I think we should look. It wouldn't surprise me if there's life on Mars.
Do I believe that we will find life on Mars? In my heart of hearts, yes, I do. I think that there is a really good chance that single-celled organisms, microbial life, can develop wherever the conditions are right. And we know that Mars has had a history in which its climate was very similar to the Earth's climate. When we look around the Earth, we find microbial life everywhere. So my belief is that we will find either evidence of past life on Mars or maybe even evidence of present life on Mars, but microbial only.
So people often ask, do we think there is life on Mars? I think knowing the history of Mars and understanding that at one stage it was like Earth with water, I think it's highly likely there may have been some form of life. Now that may have been bacteria or otherwise, and I think this is part of why it's exciting to explore another planet and see what is actually there.
I do think it's possible that there's life on Mars. I'd be surprised if there was complex life. I think we're talking microbes here. At best, I don't think we'll see anything living today, although it's entirely possible. We now know that there is water on Mars and liquid water at certain times of the year. And life is pretty hardy. It's kind of hard to get rid of it once it gets started. So look, this is why we go. We go there to discover these incredible things, these mind-blowing, earth-shattering discoveries. And that's the biggest question of all.
Is there life on Mars? It's such a juicy question. We've had some incredible research that's come out from other planets and other moons in our solar system. So I don't think that it is a crazy idea to say perhaps there is life on Mars. But I think what that type of life is, what type of life we're talking about, is not really like you or me. It's more like microbial life, potentially. I think there could potentially be microbial life on Mars.
So what do you think? There's still so many things about Mars and the universe that we're yet to discover. We live in an amazing time of space exploration, and I can't wait to see where our curiosity and persistence takes us.